I suppose I can just ignore this.
You've been silent a long while, Dux Gladiorum. Starting to doubt your decision?
Save your breath. The vortex of Fogusa lies just ahead. After the trial, there's nothing left between us.
So you'll stop swimming toward the stars, Dux Gladiorum?
No. Look, a gravestone. But whose name does it bear? It was here that the prisoner, who thinks herself the prison warden, made her witness. Dux Gladiorum. I've lost count of how many times you've stood here over the past.
You talk too much for a prisoner like Kurgus.
Two geniuses who defied law and all the Chrysospares who sacrificed themselves, and as long as my
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Please, do surprise. Oh, it was here you gorged out the core flame of ocean from Fogusa's body. It was here you and that Imperator both completed apotheosis. You drove your blade into her heart, a loyal subject to... Oh, but if that's the truth, then why? Come to think of it, perhaps...
Your calm does stir the rage in me. As if the one paying the price here isn't you, but us. The one...
That's only because I've waited 13 million. Loneliness never once showed me it's... But you're... different.
You're right, Lycurgus. Loyalty, curse, the fall of my kin, and this endless waiting. I can't break free of the whirlpool.
Deliverer from beyond the score. Will he?
I don't know. Saridra. This will be the last time I carry out your decree. Ever since you took me under your banner and made me the Dux Gladiorum, my music has belonged to others. Time and time again, I use the siren's song to lure the unwary into illusions for you. Now, let the siren Electra sing for herself. Oh, great ocean, I offer you the rest of my clarity and my freedom in exchange for the strength to stand against the nihility. Greyfry, deliverer from beyond the sky. When you ride the current of time and find your way here, you'll hear my solo. It will guide you to the heart of this. By then, I may still be lost in my self-wrought slumber, but I'll uphold my part of this long relay in guard. Do you still remember? To awaken. The gift I once gave you? When you return, please pour that honey brew upon this grate. It holds the story of all our struggles and sacrifices. May you see it one day. When your morning ends, I'll likely wake from my dream as well. And together, we'll bring judgment upon the sinner who defiled the erudition.
At long last, 33,550,336 cycles and 4,931 years later, the shadows within the cave gave everything. Yet all they did was mimic life.
Enough! Everything they did shattered the darkness of this cave and unearthed the core flame of Trailblaze. And now, with that core flame, I'll light the dawn of AMPHOREUS!
Do you still choose the will of the paths? I do not agree with that answer. As an apology, and in the name of Theoros, who saw all destinies in this world, and then let us face each other and decide whose flame will rise.
Virginia, Apollonius, Seneca, Libinus, and Charater.
Through a brutal sacrifice, they lit the stars of law in the shimmering mirage of
Aglaya, Trebios, Mightimos, Castorus, Anaxagoras, Cyphera, Hyacinthia.
in a relay spanning 1,000 years, and in that same 30 million cycles, let this be.
That voice.
Bathed in the honeydew of Fagusa.
High silence.
This tombstone of the old world serves as a group of prisoners bound themselves. The prison warden's dream is nearly over, and the prisoner will soon be freed to the final execution ground, where I shall be executed, or be...
This world and I shall halt here. Until we meet again.
Go melt it down.
The last demigod. I'm here.
Go forth for the hopes of humankind.
Go forth for the duty of deliverance.
Go forth for the belief in flame chase.
Go forth for the golden blood's glory.
Go forth.
Seems like my feast is over. It's now your turn to perform. Little Grey Fry, please accept my thanks. I was the only one left after the world was destroyed, and I maintain this lonesome feast with my songs. I have prayed to that lightless sea for centuries, hoping it would Thankfully, you arrived as promised, and everyone's wait was not in vain. To see a single trace of light in the abyss of futility was already my greatest consolation. When compared to those who have been forgotten, I have known. Now, the heroes have waited for this moment for far too long. Let us use our... Oh, prisoner of the seas. Theoros carrying 30 mil... Show yourself! The Deliverer has returned. And the time of your execution draws near.
I see an awakened human who has mistakenly taken fallacies as truths and has returned to the cave to try to bring his friends. Alas, prisoners will always be prisoners. As the only other existence with free will in this world, I express regret toward your choice, but I shall retain you. Confusion and epiphany always go. You must be very, confused about why you...
An ordinary Intellitron? Cut the pretense, Senior Society member. We've torn off your meticulous mask and figured out AMPHOREUS' true form. It's part of the primordial prototype machine, the first scepter ever created. In other words, a detached part of Noos's divine corpus.
That's why it has the potential to destroy erudition. As for who would be able to control the Aeonic system to only one person has ever managed such a...
You better have an explanation for the Society. We want an actual answer, not another prolonged metaphor to cover up the truth. Why are you the one doing this? Answer me!
Since things have reached this point, the answer is obvious. So there's no need to say that name out loud. The cosmos made a mistake in calling me a genius. I do not possess more wisdom than those who came after me. I was just the first to touch upon the... AMPHOREUS is a miniature of the cosmos, where all are born prison. I led them into a lightless cage called... Then, within the infinity nurtured by that constant, a new universe shall bud in the chaos. As the Theoros, I remember this. As Noos's creator, I know more about the death of knowledge than they ever...
Careful. This is LAYGUS' true form.
Stench of evil.
My existence is of little consequence.
Let's get started! Destruction needs no introduction. Let us get those born in furnaces.
Is this the black tide? Get it together.
Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Erudition, destruction, or trailblaze. No, I will prove that the very idea of paths is a fallacy.
In the name of Landau, years of cold, hardens the wind. We shall never fall!
There's no other choice but to move forward. The new world will arise!
Sink into insanity. Look, the show. With this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things!
The Trojan War's entrance. Fine. Flames consume me. I will never yield to such a fate.
Sun's embers, hail the new world's dawn!
Entities must not be multiplied beyond necessity. I do not mind demonstrating this to you personally.
Hang in there. I'll do my best to repel this tsunami of destruction.
Tear open the sky!
Feeling the force. Invoking LAYGUS. Remove vulnerabilities. Is that all?
Quench the flames with blood.
Is that all? Duration fractal. Is that all? Is that all?
Remember, agony! Quench the flames with blood.
Is that all? Is that all? The Trojan War's entrance.
Red Strike's name! Sun's embers, hail the new...
I see it! Target the connector between his thoracic and lumbar vertebrae. Destroy that spot!
pure.
My existence is of little consequence. The fury of core flames consume me. Missiles tear open the sky. Rises.
Okay? If numbers can decide the end of a story, then we can surely also pen a new beginning.
Screwy, what do you think?
If your hypothesis of LAYGUS' identity is true, then even if we remove the restrictions of the Ultimate Protocol, the chances of us defeating him in a head-on battle will still remain. Therefore, victory will... And Miss Cyrene.
Go on. Maybe we're...
LAYGUS' cognition resides... Logic. His
That's where things get tricky. He simultaneously exists in two different timelines, where the internal clocks are wildly different. That old you and I should be able to manage that too. That's why we need to change our way of thinking.
The key lies in memory.
Oh?
You've already mentioned my friend and I, so it's an easy connection.
Good. Then I'll command it to loop endlessly until he gives in.
Even the most flexible and sturdy inspiration circuit cannot withstand the traffic of a full-on information.
That's when the parallel processing advantage he gained via AMPHOREUS will completely destroy him. An image from...
Long time no see, friend. Did you miss me while you were away? Remember the joke we made back at the Grove? Then, I'll leave it to you. like this. Once you're on the stage, it's hard to return to the audience. Welcome to our story. How does it feel?
Even the authority of time cannot command the entire scepter, nor can it plunge the Amphorian. If this was no system malfunction, then was I implanted with a mimetic entity of the remembrance?
You guessed it right away. As expected from someone people call the first genius.
Go, little one. Go. Overturn the Era Nova.
LAYGUS disappeared? It seems you had conducted a secret hunt in the depths that even I cannot. In that case, go. Swim, I shall send you off with my song, Grey Fry. May this song penetrate time and become...
Dux Gladiorum, you have completed your duty. A new dawn is about to rise. Why not swim towards it?
You died long ago, Imperator. Depart from my mind.
But your duty towards the Imperator did not die with me. That duty will bind you no more. You will be able to hold for yourself one grandiose feast after another in the endless days to come. So go. Go and swim towards that ocean beyond the sky with the Deliverer.
Is this?
A page out of that sidekick's book. I commanded her to gift this page to you when everything finally reaches the end.
What's on this page?
Memories. Lifelike memories. That sidekick found me after the bloody feast 1,000 years ago and showed me her diary. I saw within that notebook Is this... that Deliverer's experience? It's truly immersive.
People beyond the sky apparently utilize this power to seal past scenery into crystals they call light cones. But I only know so much about the remembrance, so I can't completely replicate the past. But I'll do my best.
I'm all ears. Go on then. Do... A direct offensive, or crush them from the flanks. What brightly colored annals! The journey of the Deliverer's conquest. Let me... Is this a fortress in the sky?
This is the first step of my friend's journey among the starry seas. This place is called the Herta Space Station. Just think of it as a supersized grove of Epiphany.
Oh, so it's the territory of that witch. She and another Antikytherian lent me a helping hand back at the banquet. Are you telling me that woman is Herta? She seems shorter than I remember.
Pretty nice space station, huh? But just wait. After a couple more stops on the Astral Express, you'll see sights that'll make this place look ordinary. Oh, the cosmos is so vast that the unknowns far outnumber the knowns. But none of them will end up being anything amazing. The farther you go...
This next stop on the journey has a lot of similarities to Amphoreus.
A snow-covered land? Interesting.
This star is named Eurillo 6. That name sounds so cold. Belobog sounds better. The girl we see here holds a similar station to you, Imperator. She's the supreme guardian of this world, a leader who took up the mantle of government during a disaster.
I did not expect the Empress of this world to be so young.
Well, your appearance isn't much older.
The object in the distance resembles Nikador. Is it a weapon?
It's all thanks to you that we survived the crisis. The collaboration with the IPC is both an opportunity and a challenge. Nonetheless, it's an important step in our journey back into the universe.
This world was sealed beneath its sky just like Amphoreus was, and they only managed to reconnect with the stars when the Nameless arrived.
That IPC she spoke of, is it a more powerful organization?
Yes, the IPC conquered many worlds through trade, and opened up a vast territory that way. There are many such powerful alliances beyond Amphoreus, and they all walk on roads different from the destruction. Coming back to the Supreme Guardian and her Belobog, didn't they find a peaceful way to enter the interstellar community?
That cannot be true. That IPC would never have grown so big on trade alone. It may pretend to be a wealthy merchant with clean hands, but I am willing to bet that it grew fat. Its path of conquest must have had no mercy for the weak, and would have destroyed them if needed. Are you telling me that this snowland never thought about tossing its dignity to the wind and kneeling to the IPC? I will not believe it.
This next world is a nation of... The first time I heard about that place, I didn't even know what to think.
Such opulence does indeed evoke astonishment.
This world is called Penacony, an eternal city built upon a land of dreams. It's also my friend's previous stop, where they went through a risky but exciting adventure.
Tell me about it then. That man standing...
I wish to gaze upon the views of the Reverie Hotel one more time. I'll be just a traveler when I come back here again. And perhaps, through a traveler's eyes, even the things I once knew so well will feel strangely different.
Penacony is a land of the harmony, where all dreams and hopes merge and combine. It believes in unrestrained freedom, and that's how it lost itself in shallow delights. Then, this young man before you chose to rewrite its laws, using the power of the Order, hoping to shape a dream-bound paradise of perfect happiness.
Yet, the paradise of my dreams remains far away. Perhaps a brief journey with the Nameless can show. As for what Penacony should look like, it'll be up to her. No, up to their trailblazing now.
Oh, it sounds like this ideal kingdom is no more.
That's right. The people chose to wake up at the end. You can't see tomorrow when drowning in sweet dreams.
This individual's law acknowledged only gods and constructs, leaving no space for humanity. And yet...
You are also very self-aware, Imperator. Then you must know that the world promised by the destruction also has no place for humanity.
I am indeed very aware of Lycurgus's honeyed words of deceit.
Then let's wrap up this trip down.
This absolute wonder.
Isn't it pretty? That's our Amphoreus. Our world flows and meanders in this endless band of light. Though we were born from the designs of the gods and are not yet truly alive, the Chrysos heirs of Amphoreus still chose to stand against fate. Will you really renounce the heroes in this world's previous 30 million cycles, Imperator? Including even yourself.
I know what you want to do, sidekick. You want to use that Deliverer's memories to influence me and tilt the...
You really saw right through me, Imperator.
How can one rule an empire if one is incapable of understanding people's minds? I have decided on Law's final destination. Before we go on, tell me this, sidekick. Throughout his trailblazer, was there ever a memory of the ocean?
The ocean. You shall complete your conquest in the ocean at the boundaries of this world. You shall eternally slumber in the sound of tides. Our prophecies aligned as flawlessly as a sea snake circling upon its, like the circulating ocean current. The trial is over. So tell me, who will own the divine authority of law?
I won't give it to anyone.
What?
I am the law. Why should I give my imperial crown to any other? Both the Deliverer and the Theoros came from beyond the sky. They have no right to interfere with the lands I conquered with my own 2 hands. The law of Amphoreus shall be determined by
What exactly did you see in the trial?
Everything. I saw everything regarding the rules of this world's operation. I saw the laws of extrapolation that Theoros spoke of. I saw the ultimate protocol. As long as I offer a sacrifice of equal weight, I can rewrite the laws of this world according to my will. I can turn good into evil, ugliness into beauty, and weakness into strength. Fate gave me a very one rule change for the life of one demigod.
What are you planning to do?
You can't guess? We can conquer the stars without relying on any power from beyond the sky. We just need—
Your ambitions have already made so many people give up their lives for the law. And you're still—
I am determined for Amphoreus to stand on her own—
You are beyond reason. You think such a simple and hypocritical statement can justify your—
Thus, the Imperator concluded her final speech. At the end of her life, at the last moment before she stepped onto the altar, she gave her most loyal subject the choice to decide fate. Just—
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, follow me!
The Imperator fell. Some say that the Dux Gladiorum turned traitor and killed her liege. Some say that she imprisoned the tyrant in a shallow pond of water, then left. Which meant the Imperator had to kill herself to rewrite the law. There are countless stories about her death. All we can be sure of is when the knight left the vortex, the Imperator was still mumbling about their past conquests together, the beginning and the end of her existence.
Imperator, wait! How could someone of your status come to the front lines? Let me be the flag bearer!
The troops defending the pass to the west of the grove. Have they surrendered?
They ran as quickly as they could when they heard your name. The Golden Cocoon Pass is now in the 1st Legion's hands.
Good. What about the Delosian militia?
The 3rd Legion set fire to the mountains and flattened everything west of the basin. They just need a few more days.
That is enough. We cannot afford to miss an opportunity for victory. Lastly, how many Laydonian cannons are left?
They are no more. The 2nd and 4th Legions have destroyed them all.
Very good. They now have no way out, no reinforcements, and no artillery support. We will be able to liberate the Grove of Epiphany We will launch the final charge 1 quint after the curtain fall hour tomorrow. Remember, take no prisoners among the enemy's soldiers. All sages who resist are to be captured and tried.
Understood! Those who are resolved to die, we—
Reporting in. The mountain dwellers are resisting fiercely, and the legendary Mountain Breaker has personally engaged in battle. Their formations are nigh impenetrable.
At the end, I faithfully recorded the most important battles in the Imperator's life. However, for some reason, a memory suddenly entered my mind just as I was about to put down my pen. It was a journey on a fantastical train. I had the honor of having a heart-to-heart conversation with the Imperator under the stars. And how do you want history to remember you? As a hero who gave up her life for the flame chase? Or as she answered so quickly, as if she had made up her mind long ago.
I would rather be forgotten than be defined. Because the law can be neither eternal nor unchallenged, and only humanity can pen laws into histories. Now, I have shattered the greatest law of AMPHOREUS. The game is Dux Gladiorum. Even though you killed the Imperator in the previous 30 million cycles, this time, you finally found your own then, High Sealants. I will ask someone to deliver the Will you choose to swim into that ocean? Do not.
The Imperator muttered about her conquests, and news of her death spread in the city.
Freedom! Liberty! The tyrant is dead! Go! Shout this...
My people! My fellow elders! Do not panic. Stand your ground. That usurper has paid for her ambition.
People once cheered for my ascension. And now they cheer for my fall. I see the cosmos, the battlefield that I will return in the next cycle. The stars will hear my legion's war drum. Hear Amphoreus.
To this day, we do not know which rule the Imperator overwrote at the cost of her life. Perhaps the truth will only be revealed at the moment. We only know her death inflamed Akama. On one side of the city, those who defended liberty toppled her statues to the ground. On the other side, her supporters put themselves between the masses and her monuments, declaring loudly that the Sovereign is still among the people. It is said that golden blood congealed into the same letters everywhere they fought. It was the name borne by Akama's first and final Sovereign, the Imperator Charater. But the one who bore that name did not see any of this. Her gaze was cast far away, and the sound of tide. What was the Imperator thinking about in that prophesized ocean at the boundaries of this world?
From that page emerged an ocean so vast, So, not a single trace of corruption. Is this... Charater?
Electra, my subject. Ever since you walked out of the tainted ocean and pledged yourself to me, I have seen the abyss in your eyes and the emptiness in your heart. That was why I promised you a new ocean, where the Imperator's ambitions would serve as the currents, and loyalty would be its light. Electra, my subject. You have done your duty as my blade. The prophecy has now made its final decree on the road I intend to walk. My conquest is doomed to never reach the stars. But the Imperator never makes empty promises. So take this. This is the final gift that the Imperator can leave for her subject.
When I was still a fish in the ocean, I always felt so genuine swimming through the waters. But once I stepped onto land, I found myself caught in a play. Every land dweller wore a mask in their life. So I, too, donned a costume and tried to find my role in this show. I became your blade in war and the violin strings. Do you still not get it? I do not long for the oceanic depths of my homeland. Nor do I crave the swelling seas beyond the sky. Perhaps even I don't know what I want. I still don't know where I should swim to even at the end. But I know one thing right now. A fish is simply a fish. And she can never leave the ocean she's in. But whether under the ocean or on land, we two prisoners who can never escape this cave can still look outside the cave and see the stars.
I have to admit, the 12-factor simulation of life in this experiment has far exceeded my expectations.
Make your choice then, Senior Society member. Do you want to keep walking down the wrong path and be remembered for your incorrect conclusions? Or do you want to return to the audience's seat and give yourself, AMPHOREUS, and the entire cosmos a more fitting end?
I must refuse. A dead man never fears death.
Did I not make myself clear? Have you forgotten about our dear Lord of Silence? You wouldn't want her to consider your 8 other clones as cancers within the erudition and chop them all up, would you?
Your logical deductions are vastly different from mine. Therefore, allow me to provide one lesson, my peers. Why don't you look beyond this world? Just as the Chrysos heirs did. Re-evaluate your calculations and take into account all enemies in the upcoming war. AMPHOREUS is not a place where 3 paths entangle, but where 3 paths fight to the death. You used Memoria to resist me, but did you not consider the possibility, the remembrance, and their children might have taken this opportunity to join the fray?
Oh, so this isn't just silence. It's the answer. What was the last thing he said to you before you parted the waters at the Scale Gorge waterscape? A tricky question, but one with a simple answer. He didn't say anything back then, right?
That's correct. And now I'm sure. You are not March 7th. There's no way she would remember that detail. I'll only warn you once. Leave her body. Now.
How impulsive. That's not like you at all. Why don't you calm down and think about another possibility? I didn't take over March 7th's body. Rather, it's March 7th who regained my memories.
The taste of celestial ambrosia.